Ain't ever gonna go to a Vietnam. I prefer to stay right here and screw your mom. When you see me on the street, yo, Jesus Christ. But I'm getting mine. I'm doing all right.
All right.
I'm getting mine. And then there's some line about, oh yeah, we gotta love one another and we gotta die. So rip your panties off and look me right in your eye. Right in my eye. Come on, baby. What you doing tonight? What a great song.
So did you and Ted and Ed Sanders, you would like hum the melodies to the guys who played
we had
instruments?
After a while, we got real musicians. Now we have,
and then they would notate it for you, or
no, they could play without notation.
Right.
They were they were that good, and they would. I used to change keys in the middle of the song. They would, they would follow me around. I never claimed to be a musician. I'm a songwriter and a singer.
How long did it take to get the first record out?
Not very long, because Harry Smith was around. You know Harry Smith, right?
Yeah, tell us again who he is.
He's a polymath. He was the one he's best known for collecting the Folkways six record folk music collection.
Okay, yeah.
From the old records.
Right.
He knew folk, he knew Moash, and we were booked as the Village Fugs, a jug band.
What was the name of that label again? It was
Folkways.
That was a Folkways record. Okay.
Yeah, the first one was Folkways. Then we went to ESP.
ESP, right? Okay.
Who reissued that.
So we were the first one.
And we were, people tell me that they found the record and they heard us in Yucatan or in India for the first time. So we went with the hippie diaspora, wherever it happened.
Did you have a good record contract?
Oh no, we never really made much money. I think my top year was $10,000, and all the other years were way below that. So we don't really know if we got screwed up. ESP would fail all the time, so I figured they weren't making any money. But someone told me that's the way you make money. You fail, and you don't pay your debts, and then you reincorporate. ESP was a very important label and had a lot of jazz people on it.
They're reissuing it.
Yeah, the whole catalog was reissued, but we took our albums back.
I'm the same age you were when the Fugs were founded. Yeah, there you go. There's my baby. There's
with that.
Yeah, beautiful. So, you were an old man for that whole crowd.
Yeah.
How did that? Was that a problem, or did they look up to you, or?
I think they looked down at you.
They looked down at you.
No,
you were over 30, for God's sake.
It was never a problem.
But people were saying, don't trust anyone over 30. Did you get any of that? Or no?
No, they were saying a lot of things. Dave Dellinger is older than me. So it's, if you're a radical, there is such a thing as ageism, and I don't think part of the, there is a movement of the older people. What's the polite term to call it?
Seniors. Yeah.
It's now politically correct to be politically incorrect.
What have you been doing since then? When did the Fugs actually break up?
Well, we sort of consider ourselves unbroken out because we've given probably half a dozen concerts in the last 5 years.
But there was about
a lot of them have been recorded, so...
There's about a tenure.
Yeah, the early ones stopped in 1970, and that should never have happened. I think it was sort of personal problems within the band. And we were most needed then when the, when the Fugs were, 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 when the Fugs when the revolutionary movement was on the decline, because we were sort of, we acted as a USO, as a morale group for the movement, where we could have fun and mix politics and fun at the same time. And there weren't that many people doing what we were doing.
True. What about the village? I mean, this program is supposed to be focused on the village over the years.
Well, the village has now moved to the internet, and the village was a place. You know, it used to be a place, and there were a few communities, and it was where bohemianism lived in America.
Ended.
Greenwich Village, and you know, a small spot in Chicago and something in San Francisco. So there were just a few geographical locations, so everyone had to come there. And it started with TV, I suspect, but with mass media. So now it's anywhere. And it still exists, I think, to an extent, maybe in the East Village, but
well, try to describe for somebody who didn't live here during that period what it was like.
Well, it was more of a community, and you sort of knew everybody. It was smaller, but more intimate. And the arts weren't separated. You would, if you were a writer, you would go to all the films, the new films that were shown.
Intimate moment in the Kupferberg house, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
vegetarian shoes.
Basically, do you think you could have done your thing? And I still don't know how you pay your bills today. You haven't said that.
Low rent.
Low rent, okay. And but do you think you could have done your thing all these years in any place other than the village, or was this a crucial
element?
Element?
It was necessary. Yeah. Yeah. No, it had to be done in a bohemian community.
How much of that is left here? You say it's on the internet or on the east side, but the West Village is done played, as they say, or?
Yeah, I think so. But you know, well, there's two things. One, people have always said the village is dead, even when it was prospering, like in the 20s.
Right.
And the other thing is the phrase, "Oh, the years I've wasted in the village," and the answer to that was, "Oh, where else would you want to waste them?" So you know, it's there are still a lot of there are small circles of artists, you know, I'm sure, all over the world.
Do you travel a lot, or you?
I used to, but I sort of don't like to travel now. I have some health problems. I don't like to, you know, if I want to read in front of 50 people, I don't have to go to Taos to do it.
Do you ever read in the city anymore?
Oh yeah, I'm with a group called the Unbearables. Do you know them?
I've heard of them. I didn't know you were part of it.
Well, I am sort of not ex-officio, ultra-officio. I read with them sometime, and I get involved.
Emeritus, you're poet emeritus.
They gave me here, let me put this here. This is a good place to end. This is my, this was given to me by the Unbearables. It's a Lifetime Non-Achievement Award. First.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's done by a professional sculptor. If I save this for 500 years, it'll be very valuable.
Okay, thank you.